What's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the JuiceBox, presented by Lock City. It's Claw here today, and I hope you guys are having a great weekend. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. Shout out to you guys for everything you do. If you guys still have your mom, go give her a hug today. But today we'll have episode number 70 of the JuiceBox with an outlook into the Sunday MLB slate. But before we get into it, just a reminder that you can join our premium tier Discord at wap.com/lockcity for only $5 per month. This gets you access to every cheat sheet every day across all active major sports, access to premium picks from all 9 of our pro cappers, and tons of sports-specific and stat-specific data points on a daily basis to help you become a better sports bettor. That's wap.com/lockcity. Get instant access for only 16 cents a day. All right, to recap, yesterday the JuiceBox Lock of the day, Ranger Suarez, over 4.5 strikeouts. He came through. He got exactly 5. That's all we needed. So let's get into the slate today. First game of the day, we have the Cubs at the Mets. Matthew Boyd versus Griffin Canning. The Mets are minus 130 on the money line, and the Cubs are plus 110. Over-under of 8. I think I like the under 8 here. Both Canning and Boyd have been phenomenal to start the year. Next up, we have the Braves at the Pirates. We have Chris Sale versus Cameron Mladinsky. The Pirates are plus 180 on the money line, and the Braves are minus 218. Over-under of 8.5. We're going to come back to this one later for the JuiceBox Lock of the day. But moving forward, the Cardinals at the Nationals. Miles Mikolas versus Mackenzie Gore. The Nationals are minus 142 on the money line, and the Cardinals are plus 120. I think the best bet here is to probably just take the Nationals on the money line here. You can also look at Mackenzie Gore's strikeouts. Cardinals are a little worse versus lefties, and you can get a nice price on 7 at minus 115 here on DraftKings. Gore, he's over this line in 6 of 8 starts this year. The Cardinals aren't the best matchup, but they have let some. They're about middle of the pack, and they've let a few lesser guys like David Peterson and Matthew Liberatore go over this line. So I think this is a good spot for Gore to get 7. Next up, the Rangers at the Tigers. Nathan Eovaldi versus Reese Olson. The Tigers are minus 115 on the money line, and the Rangers are minus 105. Over-under of 7.5. My favorite bet here would be a first 5 under. Next up, we have the Brewers at the Rays. Chad Patrick versus Drew Rasmussen. The Rays are minus 142 on the money line, and the Brewers are plus 120. I think the best look here is to back the Rays on the money line. They got a nice advantage with Rasmussen on the bump. I like the way the Rays bats match up versus Chad Patrick. Next up, we have the Reds at the Astros. Chase Petty versus Ronel Blanco. The Astros are minus 155 on the money line, and the Reds are plus 130. Yesterday, this game had a ton of runs. I think we'll get a little bit low scoring of a game here today. I do kind of like Ronel Blanco over 5.5 Ks in this one. He seemed to have found his K stuff after a slow start to the year, over and back-to-back. The Reds are a perfect matchup, especially on the road. Next up, the Red Sox at the Royals. Lucas Giolito versus Seth Lugo. The Royals are minus 135 on the money line, and the Red Sox are plus 114. I think we just back Lugo and the Royals here to take the series from the Red Sox. Minus 135 is a decent price as well. Next up, we have the Giants at the Twins. Landon Root versus Pablo Lopez. The Giants are plus 120 on the money line, and the Twins are minus 142. Over-under of 8. The Twins won again yesterday. They're up to 7 or 8 games in a row, and they've got the starting pitching advantage again. Like I said yesterday in baseball, you got to ride the streak. Can't really fade it, so I would just square up with the Twins here on the money line again. Next up, Marlins at the White Sox. Sandy Alcantara versus Sean Burke. The White Sox are plus 114 on the money line, and the Marlins are minus 135. Over-under of 8. Honestly, I want nothing to do with this game. Alcantara has been terrible. So is Sean Burke. Maybe an over, but I'm staying away. Next up, we have the Padres at the Rockies. Nick Pivetta versus German Marquez. The Rockies are plus 245 on the money line, and the Padres are minus 305. Wow. The Rockies just lost 21-0 yesterday. And you can get the Padres minus 1.5 at minus 218. Soon the Rockies are going to have, the line's unplayable, but soon they're going to have a standard minus 2.5 line. The Rockies might be the worst team ever. Take the Padres in a parlay or stay away. You can lay the run line. I mean, it's minus 200. You could probably play 2.5, but I mean the Rockies are all time bad. Next up, Yankees at the Athletics. Yankees have not announced their starter yet. Athletics are starting Luis Severino. Kind of a revenge game here for Severino. Nothing here until we know who the Yankees are starting. Next up, Orioles at the Angels. Zach Eflin versus Tyler Anderson. The Orioles are minus 142 on the money line, and the Angels are plus 120. Over-under of 9. I think the Orioles are in a good spot here. Getting Eflin back should be a good boost for them, especially versus this horrible Angels lineup. I would just take the Orioles on the money line. I don't know how long of a leash Eflin's going to have, but you could always look at his Ks. I'm sure he'll probably at least go 5 innings. His Ks are over 4.5 at plus 120. Is honestly probably a good look versus the Angels. He could probably get that in like 2 innings. Next up, Blue Jays at the Mariners. Jose Urena versus Bryce Miller. The Blue Jays are plus 145 on the money line, and the Mariners are minus 175. Over-under of 8.5. I got nothing this game. Next up, Dodgers at the Diamondbacks. Tony Gonsolin versus Zach Gallen. The Diamondbacks are minus 112 on the money line, and the Dodgers are minus 108. I would take the Dodgers here at minus 108. Gonsolin's looked really good coming back. I know he's only faced the Marlins twice, but he's looked phenomenal, and I'm not really a believer in Zach Gallen. He lets up a ton of hard contact, ton of barrels. It's just a bad matchup versus Dodgers lineup. And to round out the night, Sunday Night Baseball, we have the Phillies at the Guardians. Zach Wheeler versus Luis Ortiz. The Phillies are minus 170 on the money line, and the Guardians are plus 142. Over-under of 7.5. I would just take the Phillies here. They're minus 170, so probably have to parlay it, but I think they can pull out this series here versus the Guards. They definitely have the pitching advantage with Luis Ortiz on the bump. But now, we're going to get to the JuiceBox Lock of the day. We're going to go back to this Braves and Pirates game. We're going to take Chris Sale to record a win. It's plus 100 on DraftKings. But when we're looking at this, Chris Sale seems to have found his groove here in the last couple starts. He faced the Rockies and the Reds. He got 10 strikeouts in both games. And he went into the 7th inning of both games. He he let up only 2 runs versus the Rockies, no runs versus the Reds. He didn't record a win in either of those starts, so I think he's due for a little regression, and maybe his team scores a couple runs here, and I like how they match up versus Mladinsky. I think he can get a win here, though, and I like the price here at plus 100. It's pretty favorable that the Braves win. They've been hot lately, and they're minus 218. So let's go with Chris Sale to record a win, plus 100 at DK. And hope you guys all have a great Mother's Day, and you get to sweat out some bets with your mom today. And other than that, we'll see you here again tomorrow, and peace.